Hello, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make the keto marble cake with using the best free from versatile sweet mix. So what you will need is a bag of this versatile sweet mix. You will need 7 medium-sized eggs. Ideally have your eggs at room temperature. You are going to need 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk, a bit of vanilla essence or vanilla pods, vanilla seeds, whichever you prefer. And you're also going to need a 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. So I'm going to melt this. 1/4 cup is about 60 grams. And then you will need a pinch of salt. So what I'm gonna do first, in one bowl, in a medium-sized bowl or a larger bowl, I have the 7 eggs in here. I'm going to whip these till stiff peaks form. I have the eggs whipped. So what we're gonna do next, about 1/4 of the eggs, the whipped eggs, we're just going to scoop it into another bowl. The reason why we do this, because that little bit is going to be gently folded into this mixture, so we keep that airy texture. So into this then goes the melted coconut oil, and try to not to boil it just the way I just did, so I had to cool it down a little bit. So in here you can start with putting in the dry mix. So there goes in the 250 grams of sweet mix, all of it. Then goes in, just want to get another spatula. Then goes in the 60 grams of melted coconut oil. So that's about a 1/4 cup. This is a lovely organic one. I really like this one. And then I put in, okay, let's take another one. So I put in a 1/4 teaspoon sea salt. Then goes in the vanilla essence. And I should have a teaspoon measure somewhere here, and that's it. So a teaspoon of vanilla essence. And let me just think if I put everything in there. Yes, I did. So what I'm gonna do with this, I'm going to put it back into the mixer and mix it till it's fully combined. So here I have the eggs mixed with the sweet mix, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and 60 grams of melted coconut oil. And then, so what we want to do, just scrape the side of the bowl a little bit. And so next thing is we're going to nicely gently fold in the rest of the eggs. So it was 7 eggs in this altogether. There. We just want to keep a little bit of air in the batter so it gets a nice texture. So just fold in, don't stir it too hard. And then the next step is going to be, we take about maybe a 1/4 of the batter out, back into the same bowl as we had the other eggs, like this. So you fold it, you move your spatula or spoon down and you bring it up and down and you bring it up. So don't go mad stirring it around, because then it was absolutely no point to get the eggs out of this. So that's about it. Don't over mix it. You don't want anything, or you don't want all the bubbles to disappear from this batter. So there we have. So bring that bowl back, and a 1/4 of this batter goes in here, just about that much. And then into this goes the cocoa powder, the unsweetened cocoa powder. So this is going to be the chocolate bit of our marble bread or cake. So 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder with 2 tablespoons of, again, unsweetened almond milk. 1 and 2, that's it. I'm just going to get my other spatula, and all I do is I'm just going to mix this with my spatula. Nice and gently. Yeah. Scrape the side of the bowl. I'm just going to give you a little bit of info on this bread, nutrition-wise. So what's in this bread or cake? When you bake this bread or cake, it cuts into about 12 to 16 slices. And I have the measurements worked out for 12 slices. So if you cut it into 12 slices, one slice is going to give you, let's see the carb counts. So it is going to be, what it is, 7.2 grams of carbs, the total carbs. But if you take out the polyols, which is 5.8, which is obviously the sweetener, you are left with, what it is, 1.4 gram net carb per slice. And then you have 16 grams of fat in it, 7.8 gram protein, and all the rest is a little bit of salt. So, okay, I'll just show you how we pour this into the bread tin. I forgot to mention that you will need a 10 by 5 bread tin. So I usually start with my vanilla layer. So there goes in a good bit. Make sure your paper is not falling in, so it's not messing your cake up completely. What you can do is a little bit of here and there, so it sticks to the sides. There, so it's not gonna fall in for me. Then, so we put in a little bit of vanilla, and then we put in a little bit of chocolate. And then you basically layer the two different colors. So then another bit of vanilla again, and then comes the chocolate again. And try to be not as messy as I am. It's just a little bit difficult to try and work around with the camera stand here in my way. So another layer of vanilla and the little bit of chocolate what we have left here. And then scrape it all around so we get everything into the tin. There. Here we go, that was our chocolate bit. And then just top it up with the rest. So I have the oven heated up to 175, 180 degrees. And then, as always, I'm going to bake this on the lowest shelf of my oven. And we will bake it for about 50 minutes. And now the trick now how to get that marble effect is to get a spoon or a wooden spoon or something, the end and the other bit of it. So I like to use a fork, and I'm just going to show you. I never use that, so I'm just going to show you how we get the marble effect on this. So I would normally start on one end, go in with a spoon or a fork, go down, and sort of you go in circles like sideways, down, up, down, and then you bring it up. And then you go back down again, and you bring it up, and then you go back down again, and then you bring it up, and then last one, and just try and get that lovely color on the top as well. Anything left on the fork can go back into one of the corners. So now that's it. It's super simple and it's really, really delicious. So it's gonna go into the oven now for 50 minutes, and I'll see you after that. So we have the marble bread or marble cake ready out of the oven. It was in the oven for 50 minutes at 175 Celsius. And I just want to slice it up a little bit just to show you. It's still warm. Ideally you should wait till it cools down. But I just like to show you the inside. I'd like to show you how it looks like. This is a dairy-free option, but I must say I love this the best with a big lump of butter on it. And that's the way I would eat it unless I was going dairy-free. So that's it. I'll just pick it up now and I'll show you what it looks like inside. And that's your marble cake or marble bread looks inside. So it easily cuts into 12 slices at least. So I got, that's 5 and, well, 4 in the end, put it that way. So it's about 12 slices. It's a really good option with a tea, or you know, something even for breakfast with a coffee. And just to quickly give you again what was in it. So carb wise, it has 1.4 grams, no, 1.6, sorry, 1.6 grams net carb per slice. So that's there, you can see. It keeps really well in the fridge for up to a week or even longer. But this is something, it never lasts in our house more than maximum 2 days, and it's only lasts that long if I hide it from Vicky. So this is Vicky's favorite, and we really actually put a finger thick of butter on it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please make it and make sure you comment under it if you did. Thank you. Bye.